Hello.
Yo,
Welcome
yo,
to
yo.
Tilted Not Stirred, everyone. My name is Edwin.
Jeff. And I'm Frantic. What's up?
How you guys been? What's up?
We're gonna try to do a little intro now, right? So we're gonna try to spice things up around here. Hopefully you guys will appreciate that a little.
Take it to Flavor Town.
Yeah. What are we gonna talk about today, boys?
What have you guys been up to? I want to know what have you guys been up to this week, and also the challenges. What
yes,
was
we will talk
your
about the
guys'
challenges,
experiences
Yes.
with the challenges?
Yeah, we'll talk about all that and more. Yeah, we're also gonna touch on a little bit of that Roe v. Wade. Shit is getting kind of sketch, but other than that, we're gonna go ahead and roll the intro. I hope people get a kick out of this song.
Tilted Not Stirred.
Yes, that'll be our intro from now on. And in this corner, we got Edwin.
Hi guys.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right,
so
boys.
I attended a wedding this weekend, and they had an MC, playing music, playing DJ stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I couldn't shake the feeling that this motherfucker sounded like me on the mic, and but he sounded like a soft me. He was like, this was him, and I straight up he was like, "All right, guys, let's get ready, everyone. Let's get on the dance floor."
This is great. Edwin is calling him a soft version of him, and I didn't think Edwin was hard. Like a soft opposed to what?
This motherfucker was just like, "Let's get ready, everyone." I was like, "Oh my god, he sounds like me, and I fucking hate him." Yeah.
Oh man, I got a couple of weddings coming up in October, so let's see how those go.
Okay, so Edwin, big question. Did you rent or buy a tux this time around?
No, I wore my own clothes.
Oh, okay. It wasn't like a strict...
I wasn't in the wedding, so I got away with wearing my own clothes. And
I think I saw you. You had like a blazer and the dress shirt and the chinos and everything, right?
Yeah, and the chinos and then the bow tie. I
Yeah,
think I
your
pulled
boy
it off.
Your boy was looking good. Yeah, looking like a whole snack. I saw a
think I-
picture.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I went to the Renaissance Fair this weekend.
Ooh, how did that go?
Okay, so before you say this, Leslie told me about her experience with it, and then I want to hear your experience because I genuinely want to know, like, a person who was excited to be there's experience. Go ahead.
Well, huzzah! Good evening, kind gentles. It is
Oh,
I,
did you
Sir
roleplay the whole time?
Frantic, and I am here to bestow unto thee a story so bold, a story so foul. I will be pleased to know that the Renaissance Fair is actually just a bunch of nerds old and nerds new that just get dressed up to feel cool.
Cool.
It was actually not very, very cool, but I enjoyed the shit out of it.
What do you mean? Was it? I mean, you know what you were signing up for when you went to the.
Well,
Renaissance
yes
Fair.
and no. I guess I can start from the day was really, really hot. We went on the day that was the hottest of the week, and we were there at the peak hours of the day, and so that didn't help. Other than that, seeing all the people kind of like dressed up in like Renaissance Fair clothes, a lot of elves, which is kind of weird. I didn't know that there was a lot of elves during Renaissance times, but maybe that's just the cosplay of it. But yeah, the event was cool. There was a lot of sideshows. There was a lot of different food to eat. The food was like very mid to like low tier, which is, I guess, to be expected from
English,
from
the
any
English.
kind from the English. I guess maybe I should have tempered my expectations there. But I got to see jousting. I know that you. I don't know if you remember Ed when you called me, and I couldn't hear what you were saying, but I was at the joust, like the jousting event, and it was just so loud that I couldn't really hear. But yeah, that shit was badass. It was. They weren't actually hitting each other, which is, kind of disappointing. They were hitting a shield off of their shoulders, and if they impaled the shield with their lance and they knocked it to the ground, that was if they got a hit on it, it was 1 point. If they got a hit on it and it fell to the ground, that was 2. And if they impaled the shield and basically paraded it down to the end on their lance, and that was worth 3 points. And this was basically like a 3-parter because we went to the joust, and then they would end in a tie, and then you would go to the next one, and then that's how they would kind of lead you on to get to come to the finale. And the finale was great. It was a lot of action, a lot of suspense. It was like watching the WWE and really thinking that it was real for a second. They really captured that moment.
That's pretty cool.
And
Did you
basically the team I was cheering for, they lost, and that was complete bullshit, and everybody was yelling boo or whatever, and then they got off their horse and they started fighting on the battlefield there on the jousting arena.
Ooh, they threw hands?
They were fighting with swords. It felt real for a second, and then they even had special effects for blood, and it was just oh shit, it's happening. But yeah, our boys died at the end there. The cheaters never prosper, I guess. But the Renaissance Fair was, if I had to give it a score out of 10, I would say for me it was a 6, but in reality it was probably a 3.
Oof.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's rough.
It's like a 3 for someone who doesn't really care too much. But it's cool, I guess, to say that you went once and that's about it.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to go again though, because I do want to dress up next time.
So during the jousting event, I called you because I was hyped out of my mind.
Oh.
I listened to the Kendrick Lamar album, and basically what I needed to say at that moment to you was that album is the album that Kanye West had been trying to make for the past 3 or 4 albums. That album, the reason why Kanye cannot make that album is because he has lost his humility. He's not humble.
Okay. And
this Kendrick Lamar album is not going to be on the radio. It's not going to be a bop for everybody. And if you are the type of person like me that says I like rap with substance, this is all substance. And so much substance that it can make you feel fucking uncomfortable. And that's what it is. It's just some hard hitting shit over and over. And it's
So you listen to it to its entirety, or is it like a upcoming release?
No, I listened to it to its entirety. It's out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it released.
Okay. What's the name of the album?
Fuck. It's Mr. Fuck. Hold on.
Mr. Fuck?
Nah.
Mr. Fuck.
What did you
But
do
anyways.
As Edwin looks that up, what were you up to this week, Jeff?
I was just big chilling. I finally got around to binge watching Better Call Saul, and oh man.
That's a show after or before Breaking Bad?
It is a prequel to Breaking Bad, but it kind of has it's basically an entire flashback, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay.
Because it ties in a little bit to what's going on with Saul after Breaking Bad.
Do they incorporate scenes from Breaking Bad, or is that not a thing?
As it stands, it's entirely a prequel.
Okay.
Who knows what will happen in the last 7 episodes, but for now it's just...
Wait, they're on the finale? Season finale?
Yeah, this is the last season.
Oh, okay. Well, what do you think? Do you recommend?
I recommend it for sure, 100%. If you guys are a fan of Breaking Bad and you have not watched Better Call Saul, do yourself a favor and watch it. It is good. It is damn good.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the ending so that somebody can tell me how it ends.
Yeah, this dude's gonna watch the last episode and then be like, wow, that was good.
I can already tell you how it ends.
Shut
I
up.
guess it ends with the beginning of
Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
When they meet him.
I
Yeah.
already
It's
know
just
the
gonna
ending
end
then.
with Walter and Jesse taking off the blindfold.
Okay, spoilers, but all right.
So the album is called Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers.
And the Big Steppers, interesting.
Yeah, it's a good album. But all right, let's talk about the challenges. What's up? So let's recap real quick the challenges, right? So my challenge to both of you guys was go out and get an Arby's combo. What was your challenge to both of us, Jeff?
I challenge you guys to complete Elden Ring.
And then Frantic?
Mine was to go to a bar.
Okay. So let's see. Who wants to take it away first? Jeff, what's up? What was your experience with these challenges?
Well, my friends, we are forgetting the last challenge, the listener challenge.
Oh, the listener challenge was to listen to 3 Jonas Brothers songs or Jonas Brothers adjacent songs and then tell us your favorite quote of each song, give kind of like a short review kind of thing.
All right. So, mine's short and sweet. I didn't go to a bar and I didn't eat Arby's.
Wow.
Yeah.
So literally zero effort. Did you
No,
listen to the
but
Jonas Brothers
did-
songs?
I did, in fact, listen to the Jonas Brothers, though.
Oh,
okay,
okay.
well.
So you're going to give us the 3 Jonas Brothers songs. Let's
Of
go.
course, man. I got nothing but bangers. So for my 3 Jonas Brothers songs, I went to the classics, the roots of the Jonas Brothers, their early work. So first off, I listened to SOS. Right? It's pop punk. No, pop rock. Not punk. Pop rock. You got Nick on the guitar. You got the other curly haired guy on a bass, and then you got long haired fuck on the piano, as Edwin has nicknamed all 3 of them.
Great.
And for my quote, I went with, "Next time I see you, I'm giving you a high five because hugs are overrated."
Wow, that is
That's
a quote
Disney
right there.
Channel as
that
fuck.
is lame as fuck.
That is Disney Channel.
Wow.
Pretty great stuff.
That is good. Wow.
That's
powerful.
That's music lyrics after Roe v. Wade gets overturned, huh?
Sheesh.
Oof.
Anyways.
So for my next song, I listened to Year 3000, which is also another pop rock banger, And for this quote, I went with, "And girls there with round hair, like Star Wars, float above the floor."
Okay.
I chose this because it's funny, because this was before they bought Star Wars. So it's like, oh shit, you got some foreshadowing going on here, that no one knew about.
Some insider trade.
Real good stuff. And for their last song, I went with a song that I didn't even know they wrote. It's called "When You Look Me in the Eyes."
Tell
Aw.
me that you
You
love,
love
me.
me.
Yeah.
Oh wait! I
Everything's
got
alright.
something for that.
Oh, you picked it too? Oh, okay.
No,
never mind.
No.
Yeah. This song's a banger. And for my favorite quote, I went with, "Dreams can't take the place of loving you. There's got to be a million reasons why it's true."
Damn.
It
Wow.
gets you right there,
Dude, I didn't know you're such a romantic.
It's a good 3 songs, dude. What about you, Frantic? What's up? So Jeff gets 1 point this week.
1
Yes, sir.
point.
1 point on the board for Jeff.
For said Jeffrey. 1 point.
Okay, so Frantic, take it away.
Wow. So I did not listen to the Jonas Brothers songs because reasons. But I did go to Arby's.
Oh yeah.
Oh god. Okay. So I went to Arby's after the gym because it was right there, and I'm like, you know what? What better time than now, than the present? Let's go ahead and eat this Arby's. I ordered beef and cheddar, I think it was. I just wanted like the number one, like their first thing I imagined as like their most popular item. So I went for the beef and cheddar. I took my brother with me so he can suffer. And he got the brisket or smokehouse brisket, something like that. Anyways, They have these interesting sauces. They got an Arby's sauce, a horsey sauce. I was just like, wow, this is great. You know, maybe they're decent. I opened the little wrapper with the sandwich, and it's depressing, but you know, I'm willing to take a shot at it. I take a first bite. You guys remember how much I shit on McDonald's the other day?
Yes, sir.
Arby's is worse. Never again will I ever eat Arby's. The meat was, I mean, they have the meat, so don't get me wrong. It was a lot of meat. But it's just like very plain. It was bland. It was you know, like the entire time I was eating it, I was imagining I was Gordon Ramsay at like Kitchen Nightmares, and like, oh fuck me, like, you know, like this is bland. It was terrible. I tried the sauces. The sauces weren't helpful. I tried the smokehouse brisket as well, like off my brother, and that one was okay. So basically, I'm giving the beef and cheddar 2 out of 10, and I'm giving the smokehouse brisket from Arby's 5 out of 10.
Damn.
That was my review of Arby's. It was, we have the meats, but like maybe they should have like better meats.
Here was hoping that I would introduce you to your new favorite spot, but
no, dude,
damn.
it's you know what? The most surprising thing about Arby's was the fact that there was 2 people in there eating, having a grand old time. And they weren't employees. They were actual people.
Hell yeah.
And it was, I think the time I was there, I saw 2 people exit the drive-thru. So I don't know if they bought anything or if they just drove through. But Arby's, if you're listening and you enjoy Arby's, then wow.
Fix your taste buds, bros. All right. Well, I'm sorry I subjected you to such a horrible experience.
Hey, it's
But
good, man.
I'm glad
it's for
one
content.
of us has tried it.
It's for content, dude. It's
Yeah,
okay.
I'm glad I know somebody who's eaten at Arby's now.
Wait, you haven't had Arby's before and you challenged us to eat Arby's?
Yeah, because I don't know anybody who's had Arby's,
God.
including myself. So, thank you, Frantic. I appreciate you.
I put myself on the line for this. I'll report back if I get sick.
Okay.
We'll be listening with great intent.
So, was that the only
That was
challenge?
it. Yeah, I
you
didn't do the
completed?
Elden Ring thing because wow, that is quite the endeavor.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I guess I also get just the 1 point.
Okay. So, I provided a picture on the TextCom channel that we have on Discord about me getting a drink at a bar.
I see that.
So
is this the bar they
therefore-
had at the wedding?
Yes, it's a bar. A bar is a bar, sir.
A bar is a bar.
So I got the drink at a bar, and it was a Modelo.
Yeah, Modelo time, fool.
It's pretty all right. It gave me massive heartburn right away. So it kind of ruined my life for a little bit, and then I just shook it off and did not continue drinking. But I got my drink. Let's see. I did not beat Elden Ring, right? But I did listen to the 3 Jonas Brothers songs.
Ooh.
So my picks, right? I started with Love Bug because that's a banger, right? And my favorite quote from Love Bug is when who's the guy with the whiniest voice? The
long
most
fuck.
Yeah, long-haired fuck. Where he goes, "Now I'm," and there's a breakdown of like punk emo pop band going on that is pretty fucking great. And they start kind of like doing the pop punk screams and stuff. John C. Reilly Jonas wasn't prevalent on it, which was pretty hilarious. It was just the two hot ones, and then there's fucking John C. Riley Jonas over there.
Damn, you're gonna trigger a lot of female listeners.
So I really enjoyed that song, but then I was like, okay, you know what? I'm not gonna play it safe. We're going in. We're gonna listen to.
We're going in, boys. We're listening to the Jonas Brothers. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this shit right. So I picked some songs that were recent, right? So I listened to "What a Man Gotta Do," right? And it starts off with I think it's Nick Jonas. He's sliding. They do the thing where they slide with they have a long like button up shirt but no pants, and tidy whities and socks.
Oh,
It starts.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it starts off like that, and I'm instantly struck by Nick's muscular legs. I'm like, wow, dude. And then.
Hey, yo.
Hey, to each their own, yo.
And then on the couch, witnessing this entrance is Priyanka Chopra. If you don't know who Priyanka Chopra is, that's his wife. But my God, she is incredible. Well, anyways, she's in the video. She's married to Nick in real life.
Amazing.
And it turns out that all of their wives are in the music video, right? And some notes I have. John C. Riley Jonas has aged better. Good for him. And then one of the quotes is, "I'd move the earth or lose a flight." To which I commented, "Those are on the opposite sides of the spectrum in terms of effort, dude. Because you either move the earth or you lose a flight." I don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you either
but-
move the earth or lose a flight.
yeah. That's a quote from that song. So I was just like, one's easier to do than the other. But anyways,
Okay.
the third song, I chose the Marshmallow song, the Jonas Brothers Marshmallow song. So anyways, it's called "Leave Before You Love Me," and the whole time I was like, holy shit. Right? So the notes I have, this dude wakes up at 5 a.m. and leaves with he leaves her $100, and the quote is, "'Cause my wheels are rolling, ain't taking my foot off the gas." And I'm just like, lol, he's leaving before she loves him. So this dude just toots it and boots it, and he's out. And this whole song is just about like, I'm leaving before you love me. So he fucks her and he leaves. And it's a super catchy 80s vibe going on. It's fucking fantastic, but the lyrics are, oof, you know what I'm saying?
In today's day and age,
those lyrics are questionable, man. But it's a super catchy song for sure. And I think it was one of my favorite. It's probably my favorite over Love Bug, dude. That's pretty good. But yeah, so
Alright.
the total tally of it was 1 point for Jeff, 1 point for Frantic, and 2 points for me. Right?
there it is. You got a
Yes,
lead
sir.
so far.
Early
Okay.
lead.
So, challenges for next week. I'll start. My challenge to both of you guys is to do a good deed to anyone but your family.
A good deed.
Yeah,
Okay, I could do that.
anyone that's outside of your family.
That's gonna be really hard for me, considering I don't hang out with anyone outside of my family.
You could do a good deed online, anonymously.
Anonymous.
Anonymous.
Oh.
All right, I know what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
All right, easy. What's your guys's?
All right, I got a good one. So we're all big sports fans, right? You know, we all talk about our various favorite sports.
Okay.
But there's one sport that we never talk about and always leave out. So my challenge to you two is to watch one of the NHL playoff games. What better time to start?
An NHL.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're in the
shit.
playoffs.
Yeah, I think I
That's
saw
good.
part of a game.
That's a really good one. I don't have cable, so you're gonna have to like give me your information or something.
I think they're all those games are all local. I think playoffs are usually just local, but
Oh shit, I'm down. Hockey's pretty cool looking.
yeah, I've never watched it either, so I'll be joining you guys in that one.
All right, so watch an NHL playoff game.
I actually forgot to come up with the challenge for you guys.
You got one on the spot?
One on the spot. Don't really want it to be alcohol related again. Even that's the first thing I think of. Maybe that's the issue. How about
You could think about it for the rest of the episode, and we can kind of.
okay, yeah. It'll come back to me. Perfect.
Yeah. All right. So, what's on the news today, Frank? What's on the breaking
Wait,
news?
before we get into that, did we not get a listener challenge?
Oh, the listener challenge. Okay, so I did want to bring up, we did get a bunch of them on our YouTube. I'm not sure about our Instagram. Did we get any on our Instagram, Fennec?
I don't believe we did.
All right, so on our YouTube, let me pull that up. And on our YouTube, we have. So we're not gonna do get a tattoo anywhere on your body.
Yeah,
We're not doing that one. Another one we got was the ice bucket challenge. We're not gonna do that.
Well, that one's probably pretty decent for the summertime.
All right, and it says go on a hiking trail and explore. And then another one is a little controversial. I'll put this one on the text chat, and then but yeah, the hiking one probably most likely. So this is another one that we got.
Why is it bad? You can't say it on air.
No, I don't want to like, you know.
Oh,
okay.
It's that one.
That's
but
interesting.
Which one would you rather have? Would you rather have that one or hiking? Go hiking.
Well, you already go hiking for your job, so that's fake.
That is fake.
All right.
Ice bucket.
The ice bucket challenge?
Yeah.
What the fuck? How old is that shit?
It don't matter, dude. You just do it now. Just for funsies.
We also have another one that it's like take a picture of a pretty plant. Take 2 pictures for the week of 2 pretty plants.
Ooh, done. Easy. I got that one.
So.
Wow, we're gonna need to really come up with some good challenges here. Taking pictures of flowers. That's what we're doing now.
Hey man,
I mean,
it means to go outside.
That's what we got for the listener ones, you know? You want to talk shit. Talk shit on them.
Oh, we need something spicy, folks. We need like something.
Yeah, but not getting a tattoo, that's too spicy.
Yeah, maybe not tattoo.
Dial it back.
That's a little too far.
Yeah. Dial it back just a bit.
Yeah, that's a little too sus. You know, you just end up with something you don't want for the rest of your life on a stupid challenge.
Well, speaking of having something for the rest of your life that you might not want.
Herpes.
Is this the perfect transition to today's topic?
Yeah, run with it.
All right. It's a rough one, but here we are. Let's run it.
There is... So Roe v. Wade, if unless you're living under a rock, and then you should probably know by now that there's a lot of ruffling of the feathers over basically the Republican side of the Supreme Court justices basically coming up with the draft that they're going to strike down Roe v. Wade. For those that are uninitiated and don't know what Roe v. Wade is, it was basically enacted in 1973, and it was basically a court case that what is this? So that the okay, yeah. So this was in Texas, in Dallas County, Texas, challenging the Texas law that made abortion illegal except by a doctor's orders to save a woman's life. And so Jane Roe, which is just a fictional name for the plaintiff's identity, to protect the plaintiff's identity, rather, they alleged that the state laws were unconstitutionally vague and abridged her right of personal privacy, protected by the First, Fourth, Fifth, Ninth, and 14th Amendments. So basically, because of Roe v. Wade and 7-2 agreed that this was correct, it was in fact an invasion of privacy. Roe v. Wade, there it is. It's a case that set the precedent for a lot of the laws that are currently enacted today, and one of them being abortion, right? The super hot topic in the U.S.
Yeah.
I don't know if it is a hot topic in other countries.
I think most people have just accepted that it's something people should be able to, have access to.
Are we the only ones that are still backwards?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Or at least it seems like we're going backwards in this regard.
Yeah, when we have things already kind of set, we're just like, hey, you know what? You know what we can fuck up again?
Yeah,
you know,
man.
It feels a little, I don't know, it feels like we're taking a lot of step backwards.
Yeah, this is like this is fucked on several levels. One being first and foremost women, right?
Yeah.
That I feel like these kind of things should really be up to a vote. Not like none of this like well, we democratically appointed these people to lead us, and these are the decisions they're making, so it was all democratic, okay? It's like, what the fuck? None of this shit was democratic. You guys decided on who your Supreme Court justices are. We didn't vote those guys in. You did, right? And what people argue, well, you voted in all the Congress people and all the senators. It's like, oh God. Anyways, the women's decision and all this kind of feels like it's being taken out of, because it's really up to these Supreme Court justices, right? And I think there's 9 of them?
Yeah,
Sounds about right.
I believe, yeah. So I think it's 9, and right now it kind of seems like it's 6 justices. I think 5 of them are Republican, and one of them is like kind of has been voting on the pro-life side of the abortion argument. So it's kind of weird too, isn't it, that the Supreme Court justices are referred to as like Republican or Democratic or Democrat Supreme Court justices? I thought they were supposed to be impartial.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to that?
I don't think that was ever the case.
we're divided in a lot of things now. I mean, America is a nation of divide. You got black versus white, Democrat versus Republican. You got just too many fucking divisions, and that, I mean, it's unfortunate how spectrums and even, like differences of opinions become like entrenching points where you then further cement your position as opposed to listening to what the other person has to say or something like that. It's real unfortunate, man.
Mm-hmm. You guys remember the commotion about like the Texas abortion laws that had passed recently ish?
Yeah, the one where you could sue somebody who got an abortion.
Yeah, isn't that weird? Isn't that wild, dude?
For 10 grand.
So they banned abortion at around 6 weeks of pregnancy, which is like, first of all, a lot of people don't even know they're pregnant by that 6 week mark, right? But the fact that they encourage people in the state to sue someone that they know that's gonna get one or got one, that's crazy.
So to my understanding, they had a hotline, right? They had like a website where you can submit claims, you can call in claims and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So you could actively report people for this quote unquote crime. And yeah, so as you know, the internet is the internet, and it got trolled the shit out of. So there's that. That's good.
Yep. So the Supreme Court allowed. So it's called SB 8. That's like the law in Texas, and since the Supreme Court allowed this back in September, because of this now everyone's kind of just like, well, a lot of other states followed suit, and now it kind of seems like folks are sidestepping the Constitution, and now we have this bombshell, like this draft that basically came out showing that these 5 Republican-sized Supreme Court justices were drafting up like I don't know if you can consider it a bill. I don't know what the specific term for this is, but basically they're drafting up a thing where they're gonna basically vote against or dismiss or strike down Roe v. Wade, whatever the word is.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, well, it's not funny. It's just dumb. All 5 of these Republicans, when asked, would you overturn it, they all said, no, we wouldn't. This is an integral part and yada, yada, giving their bullshit fake answer. And here they are. When it comes to it, they're like, yeah, you know what? We are going to overturn it. It's like, well, lying sacks of shit.
Yeah.
Michelle Obama came out and spoke against this, right? And she says that if this was to happen, people would lose their ability to, make decisions on their health and on their bodies, right? And people are misconstruing that and flipping it against her, as in like, oh, like we didn't have options and decisions to make based on vaccines and stuff like that, and like my body, my choice is then being used to like, oh, now you care about your body, your choice, when your body, your choice was first brought up with vaccines, but all of a sudden you really care about this when it comes to abortion, which is it's not even equal in any way, shape, or form. These things do not equate yet. These people are coming out saying, now you care about your body, your choice, when it comes about when it comes to imprisoning women in their own bodies. It's just kind of like, now you care about this, and it's just kind of like, are you fucking tone deaf? And every time I hear an argument against it, it's the devil women, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, what the fuck year is this? What are we doing here, guys? Like, can we have a logical conversation?
Yeah, I mean, one of the, I guess you can say, good things about living in the U.S. is that the states get to decide their laws as well, right? And so, states are already mobilizing to basically combat in case this is basically made official. They're already taking actions and putting things in place so that abortions are still going to be legal here.
But what does that do to the economic structure of California if everyone from all these other states are coming over to get abortions, right? What does that do to our welfare, our like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not sustainable to have a few states get an influx of people if they can even make it there.
There's a lot of costs. There's a lot of costs involved. I would say, if you're looking at it in terms of like we're giving out a lot of like expensive procedures, what I would say also is that if a lot of people are gonna come over, then there's gonna be people like staying at hotels here or eating here, or like I think it'll balance itself out. If anything, it might be a net positive.
So I have a quick question here. I don't know if this is ignorant for me to ask. Are abortions free in California?
Are abortions free? Let me look this up.
Yeah,
I
because
believe so.
if they if they aren't, then that shouldn't affect.
I believe they are.
So it says a free consultation to qualify for a free abortion. So it's not
Okay.
guaranteed.
But that being said, this affects mostly poor people. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you do get pregnant, you have to travel. You have to go out there to get this abortion if you are in a state that does not allow you to get it, right?
Right. Yeah. Did you guys hear that there's companies actually coming out and saying that they're going to provide travel benefits for their employees?
Yeah. I believe Starbucks was one of them.
Yep. Starbucks, you got Microsoft, Amazon, Apple, Tesla, Citigroup, Yelp.
Now I don't have an extensive list, but I've heard that companies would fire people that knowing that if they got a procedure done.
Well, I guess that's the flip side, right?
Yeah, which is, I don't know, man. What about Louisiana banning birth control and IUDs and Plan B because it's an adjacent to abortion? Like,
I mean, that logic, like sometimes I was talking to Leslie about this because she kept trying to make like a logical argument about like why it should be like pro-choice. And I'm like, see, the thing is that like I'm listening to you and I can understand your argument, but these people are not speaking from a point of logic. You can't reason with them because they're not there because of like the science or because of like logic. They're there because of like their moralities and their Christian beliefs.
But those are bent out of whack too. Isn't one of the lines in the Bible, judge not lest ye be judged? Let thou who is without sin cast the first stone. Like what is this?
I don't know, bro.
They're just spewing
from my
hypocrisy.
experience, Christians are nosy as fuck, and they're always trying to get up in your business and trying to help you, save you, and it's just like, damn, okay.
with subtle undertones of racism underneath. Yep, I've been there.
But it's tough, dude. It's tough because if it were up to a vote, then I feel that none of this would really be a huge issue because, I do think that the majority of the people are down with the choice rather than having the government tell you what you can or can't do.
I actually think against that. People that are kind of on the liberal scale are concentrated in cities and stuff like that, but the majority of the United States is all about, Republican ideals.
So you don't think you don't think conservative women are down to get an abortion?
That's the thing, they talk the talk, but I don't know, when push comes to shove, I'm pretty sure they'll be on the same boat.
That's what I'm saying. Like they're the ones that are living in Republican states are gonna need the assistance to come over to like to a California or to another blue state, right?
But they're not thinking like that. That's the thing. They're not seeing it as in like this is not gonna affect me. It's gonna affect all these immoral devil women as opposed to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think there's tons of like really religious Christians in the country, but I don't think there are as many as you think.
In God we trust, man.
I think a vote would overwhelmingly favor pro-choice.
Yeah. I hope so, man. I don't know.
The problem is that that's not up to a vote.
Yeah, it's not up to a vote. That's the problem. Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, so Leslie was telling me about what Jeff was saying, that when they were getting sworn in or like the questioning that the Supreme Court justices go through, I do remember this with Kavanaugh and with Coney Barrett, that they asked him about Roe v. Wade and if they would uphold it, and I do remember them saying like that it's a hard yes, right? Like yes for Roe v. Wade, and she was telling me, she's like, well, isn't that illegal that they say that they can say one thing under oath, and then once it comes to a vote, they'll do something else.
It doesn't matter because they could always just say like, "Well, I had a change of opinion."
This is exactly what I told Leslie. I'm like, the bullshit of it all is that they can circumvent that by just simply saying that I changed my mind, and this is how I interpret it now. Ain't that some shit?
That's some super shit. And then you got the period tracking apps. You know what I'm saying? Why do I keep saying that? You know what I'm saying? But period tracking apps become, potentially dangerous to have for women all around.
Yeah, because if Roe v. Wade gets turned down, I think Jeff said that he was looking at this up a little bit more on like the 14th Amendment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So the 14th Amendment is basically your right to privacy, and what Roe v. Wade did was kind of just guarantee your like medical privacy, right? So like if these period apps become a problem, it would just be like they're gonna sell your data to like tampon companies, to pad companies, contraceptive. They're just gonna sell your data, and like you're gonna get targeted ads the day of, or like the week of your menstrual cycle, and it's just gonna be fucking weird. And not to mention they can like
in the wrong hands, man.
Yeah, they can do other shit with it.
You can have like these like Texas bounty hunters just fucking. It's really fucked up, but
tracking
like,
women.
Imagine, yeah, like people in Texas tracking like their neighbors or having access to their information and seeing like who's been online looking up like abortion services, for example.
Tracking women like their stocks. You can get 10 grand if you report this woman. It could be, I don't know. It's fucking dangerous, for sure. Whew.
It's a real tough subject, and I don't know how all this is gonna end. And the reason why I wanted to bring it up is mostly because one, for awareness, because I mean, if you don't know, like, you should know that this stuff is going on, because it does have huge effects. And if you're a guy listening to this and you think that it doesn't affect you in any way, there's certainly ways that it will. And then there's always the women around you and how this affects them, even if they're not getting one, like, right, getting an abortion or interested in that kind of stuff. As a society, like as a society as a whole, if this is the kind of things that we're enacting, if this is the kind of government control that you're allowing, it's a big yikes. Big yikes. And I don't know how it's gonna end.
So much of a stink was brought up over controlling your body with vaccines, and now they're doing the same thing that they advocated so heavily against with abortion. It's kind of wild.
Yeah, you can't even say this is for revenge on that, because I mean, it's been no secret that conservatives and Republicans have been shooting for this moment for a very long time. And once Trump got elected and he was able to put in 2 more Supreme Court justices, I kind of
sealed
that's
it.
kind of what they were looking for a while, right? Should we blame what was her name?
Ruth
RGB. Ginsburg?
RGB, yeah.
RBG.
It's kind of fucked to say, but like, if she would have retired a little sooner when Obama was there, maybe we would avoid this.
Yeah.
The irony.
It is very ironic indeed.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think I don't think you could blame. I mean,
hindsight is 20/20, right? I don't think anyone expected Trump to win.
Yeah. You can't blame a person for dying.
I think, I mean, it begs the question: how long should people be in such a position of power?
Oh yeah, I'm in strong favor of having age age limits for these people or term limits.
But they don't even know. Like, they just don't know.
Our politicians shouldn't be dying in office. That's not right. That's stupid as fuck.
Yeah. I mean, times change. How many generations have they seen? And then this might just be something we'll have to rough it out now, but then once millennials get old enough to hold all the positions in office, then that's when things will change. But a lot of damage will happen in the meantime.
Shit, if we're still around for that. If the inevitable heat death of the earth doesn't kill us before then.
Oh man. Speaking of the heat, this summer's gonna be brutal.
And it's only gonna get worse.
We already got a taste of it this past weekend. I know I did when I was at the Renaissance Fair, and I was out there during the peak times of the day. It was like from 2 to 6, standing in the sun.
Yeah, I had a
Big
suit and a
mistake.
bow tie like an asshole at like 106 Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really felt fucking stupid, but you're at a wedding. But yeah, I mean, shit, like this is pretty gnarly stuff.
It's gnarly, and right now I'm just remembering another point I wanted to make about all this is that if it is illegal, and Edwin, you already touched a little bit on like it harming the low income families in the country.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna give rise to illegal procedures, and people are gonna find a way. And you can imagine, like, people with, like, they already have backwards ass thinking. They're gonna like do it like the old days, I guess, like punch someone in the stomach or fall out down the stairs or go through like a black market of sorts, and like have like people
Hanger
working in the
abortions.
darkness, like moving in the shadows and trying to like be helpful. But even if you have good intentions of helping someone, you don't have like the medical facility, right? And if complications happen, that's another yikers. So
I mean, they don't give a shit. That's pretty much it. They just don't give a shit about you poor people, us poor people.
Yeah, those same
So-
rich people that are in favor of this overturn are the ones that are going to take their 16-year-old daughter to to another country to get an abortion.
100%. It doesn't
Yeah.
affect the upper echelon of people. It affects the lower end. So, yeah.
yeah, a bit. I wouldn't say it's a bummer episode, but it's definitely something to think about. And I don't know. Is there anything that we can do here in California? And California kind of seems like it's set in stone. Like we're not gonna have any of it, right?
Well, my ballot just came in the mail, and that's I looked through it, and it's the governor, it's the senator, and it's the representative. So that's the one that matters. So be sure to vote, people.
Yeah, that's all we can do. Vote. Make sure you get your voice out.
Yep. Keep this thing going, I guess. California ain't perfect, but there's some things that we do get right from time to time. So
Yeah.
I guess is that it?
What's your challenge for the week, Frank? Did you get one?
Oh shit. No. I'll
We're
text
talking
you.
about some heavy
I'll message
shit.
you guys later. Yeah, I don't
Alright,
because I don't want
I
it to
guess
be
we can-
alcohol related.
I guess we can bring it up next episode where we just say, "Hey, this was the challenge." I guess.
Yep.
Yeah, that could work out.
Yeah. So that'll bring us to the end of the episode. Y'all got any last thoughts, closing thoughts, questions, comments, concerns?
Just because you don't care about something doesn't mean you shouldn't support it.
Bingo.
Wait, did we ever decide on the viewer challenge?
Take
The
flowers.
challenge. We could do the
Pictures of
challenges
flowers.
outside the episode. We can figure
All right,
that stuff out.
we'll figure that out.
Yeah.
For sure. All right, well, I guess that's the end of our episode today. You can reach us at our website, tiltednotsure.com, or at our Instagram. You can listen to us on iTunes, Spotify, and YouTube.
Yep. And remember to join us to share questions and voice your thoughts on what has you tilted, not stirred.
Later.